Think about this for a second. What if we could fight cancer not by, just attacking it with everything we've got, but by just silencing the very genes that help it survive? Well, today we are diving into a discovery that might do exactly that. We're talking about a potential cancer off switch.
I know. It sounds like something straight out of science fiction, right? I mean, instead of this relentless, grueling battle, what if you could just flip a switch? Is that even possible? Could we really permanently shut down the engines that power some of the most aggressive cancers out there?
Well, believe it or not, according to a brand new, groundbreaking study, the answer is a resounding, maybe even a yes. Researchers at Monash and Harvard universities say they've found a way, and they just announced a huge breakthrough that aims to do just that.
So, let's get into it. Section 1, a cancer off switch. This is all about a brand new discovery that targets the absolute source of cancer's survival.
And the goal here is laser-focused. We're talking about permanently silencing the genes that help some of the most aggressive leukemias survive. So this isn't just about treating it. It's about disarming the disease right at its source, for good.
All right, so to really get why this is such a game changer, we got to talk about the core problem, right? The gene control problem. Basically, why are some cancers so hard to stop? It's because this isn't about a brute force attack like chemotherapy. It's much smarter. It's about figuring out the instruction manual that's gone haywire. And that brings us to this really key concept, epigenetics. The easiest way to think about it is like this. Your DNA, your genes, that's the hardware of your computer. Epigenetics, well, that's the software. It's the operating instructions to tell all your genes when to turn on and when to turn off. It's not changing the hardware, just telling it what to do.
So in a normal, healthy cell, the software works perfectly. Genes switch on, they switch off, everything's running smoothly. But in a cancer cell, like in these leukemias, those instructions get hijacked. It's like a computer virus corrupts the system. Dangerous growth programs get locked in the on position, and they just won't turn off. And that is the huge shift here. Instead of trying to destroy the computer, this new approach is all about fixing the corrupted software.
So the big question is, how do you fix that corrupted software? How do you erase the cancer's memory? Well, that's exactly what this new approach is designed to do. We're talking about a way to make the cancer literally forget the bad instructions telling it to grow out of control.
Okay, here's how it works, broken down. Step 1, scientists target this one specific protein called menin. Step 2, hitting menin sets off a chain reaction that basically erases the faulty memory that another protein called DOT1L has been holding onto. And the final result, step 3, the cancer-driving gene gets switched off. Permanently.
And listen to this quote from Daniel Neville, the PhD candidate who is the lead author on this study. He says, "The drugs we use erase the memory and continue killing the cancer cells even after the treatment has stopped." I mean, let that sink in. The cancer cells keep dying even after you stop the treatment. That's the whole ballgame right there. So, okay, the science is just wow. But let's bring this back to what really matters. What could this mean for actual patients, for people going through this? This is where the story brings a whole new level of hope. Because this effect is so long-lasting, it could completely change the game. Just think about it. We could be looking at shorter treatment times. And what does that mean? It means potentially fewer of those awful, harsh side effects. It might mean patients can handle higher, more effective doses. And it could even open the door for all sorts of new combination therapies to improve the outcome even more.
And Dr. Omer Gillen, who led the research team, really brings it all home with this quote. He says, "Anyone who has watched someone they love go through cancer treatment will attest to how difficult it is." And he's so right. The goal isn't just to be more effective. It's about making the treatment easier to withstand. It's about making it more humane.
Okay, so we have this phenomenal breakthrough in the lab. But what happens next? How do we get this from a paper in a science journal to an actual treatment that helps people in a clinic?
Well, the really good news is the wheels are already in motion. The research was just published back in February. And get this, a clinical trial is scheduled to start later this year, run by Monash University and the Alfred Hospital. This is that huge critical next step to see if these amazing results from the lab can actually become a safer, more effective treatment for people.
Now, whenever there's a discovery this big, you're going to get a lot of public reaction. And it's all over the map. You've got this incredible hope for a cure, of course. But you also have some healthy skepticism, about the role of big pharma. There's real frustration with how long it takes to get new drugs approved. And naturally, there is some concerns about what gene therapy really means long term. It's a really complex conversation, for sure.
And that really brings us to the final big picture thought here. What we've been talking about isn't just a small step forward. It's a totally different way of thinking.
I mean, we're using phrases like erasing cancer's memory and switching genes off for good. So it leaves us with this one huge question. Could this discovery change how we think about treating cancer forever?